Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose what
Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Tuesdays with Stories Patreon, the best damn Patreon in the sky.
You got that right, Fatty. Good to
And
be back.
We're back, and we're live, and we're here, we're queer, and I just tweeted out to ask some questions. It's only been a couple seconds, so we'll have to wait a moment.
All right, well, in the meantime, I'm going to text my manager to get a car for tomorrow.
Get a car. Portsmouth, I mean, it's a nice time of year to be up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire,
Okay.
New England. You're living the Joe List youth, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Oh, what
I'm
happened?
going to try this.
Oh, voice text. Yikes.
Hey, don't kill me, but anyway, we can try getting a car for tomorrow. Ah, that didn't work at all. You know how to do that?
Yeah, you press this one.
Oh. Hey, Turner, crazy question. Can we try to get a car for tomorrow instead of the bus? I'm sorry. I just realized you can rent cars in America. Period.
All right, that's not bad.
Can we try to get a car for tomorrow instead of the bus? I'm sorry, I just realized you can get cars. Oh,
I guess this isn't
that's pretty
great.
cool.
Is it gay to the first question is in? Is it
Okay.
gay to watch podcasts?
I don't think it's gay, but I think I like to listen. I don't really want to put it on because I feel hindered or tethered.
Tethered, yeah.
You know, with the listen, you can walk around. I can do a pull-up. I can take a jog. I can take a weight lift.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I've never watched a podcast. I don't understand, but I guess, we're acting silly, we're handsome, we're gay. Sometimes we take our dicks out.
Sure. And, if Elon Musk is smoking a joint on a podcast, you're like, I got to see this. So there's times where I'm like, it's necessary.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to me. I've never, ever watched a TV show. I guess like the NFL in the morning you watch.
Yeah.
That's basically, I mean, I don't watch that. But like College Game Day I watch. They're all just talking about college football. But they have packages.
Yes, package.
Where they go, okay, the new running back for LSU is, he was born in Africa, and here he is. And it shows him being like, I was born in Africa, now whatever.
Uh-huh.
So there's this visual aids
Yes,
in Africa. So, yeah, it's not gay, but it's not my cup. But
Well-
we're, almost 40 years old. I am 40 years old.
Yeah, and I feel like this pod is all about the zingers, so you don't really need to see it, but we do gags, we do visuals, we'll do a freeze or a high five, or you'll kick your foot and do this,
Yeah, we did
that's fun.
We do tippy toe, so...
But, like when you and Louie were on Schultz, I had to watch because I wanted to see it.
Interesting.
There's dynamics, there's tension, there's things in the room you want to watch.
There's me staring like this for an hour, waiting for my turn to talk. But
Yeah, you got 2 words
I
in.
digress. Yeah, it's hard to get words in with those kinds of guys.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's crazy. All right, here's another one. This one says, you won't answer my questions. I don't know what that
Okay,
means.
that's not a question.
This one says, if you made a movie with the two of you as the main stars, what would the plot be?
Ooh.
We had Soup and Suds.
Oh, yeah, we owned a bar, and I think that was about it.
We owned a bar that sold soup.
That's right. Not much of an angle there. Not
No.
much of a hook.
We wanted to write it, and then I thought we should be at the bar when we wrote it.
Yes, then we just drank.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, let's see here.
Well, we
I guess-
also had the prognosis negative, or what's the one with you shoplifting? Police.
Oh, loss prevention.
Loss prevention.
That
or
wasn't
something.
bad. Yeah, I had that idea kicking for a while. Your girlfriend or whatever kicked you out.
Yes.
Or maybe she died. Kicked you out, I
Kicked
think.
me out. Died's a little harsh out of the gate on the pilot.
So we were friends, so I told you could stay on my couch, but I was living with my girlfriend's house,
Aha.
I think.
Yeah.
So you just were like, yeah, Or maybe I'm just making that up now.
I don't remember the girlfriend couch thing.
You were staying on the couch, but it was going to fuck up our marriage.
Ah, that's right.
Because we just had a friend there. But it is funny if you have your friend stay on your couch, but you live at your girlfriend's house and she has roommates. That's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Because then I'm like, can you just tell your roommates that it was your idea?
Right.
So then she has to pretend you're her friend. But you guys hate each other.
Right.
That's a pretty good idea.
That's a show. And we're not even into the loss prevention part yet.
Oh, yeah. And then we worked at Sears. Oh, I brought you in there.
Yes.
Maybe that was the whole thing.
We actually wrote a few funny scenes, I remember. Like, there was the control room guy who would watch us, and we would steal, but we stopped people from stealing. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I tried to work that every which way. And then they kept having, like, Mall Cop and all that stuff.
Yeah, Paul Blart.
And also, back then, you pitch anything to your manager, and they just go, nah, no one's interested in that. They love to say that.
I know. But then they also love to say, you got to write what you know. And I was like, all right, well, I'll write about being a janitor. They're like, nah, nobody cares about that. I'm like, that's what I know.
They love trashing your ideas, and now they're less important.
I also wrote a show about moving furniture that they said, I don't know about this. And then 2 years later, some other guy came out with one.
They don't know. They just want, and then when someone makes one, they go, what if we made something like that, but with you?
Exactly. They're all cowards.
I talked about it last week. I kept pitching a show, and they were like, it's like Nathan for you. Well, here's what Nathan does. And I'm like, why would we do a show like him?
Yeah.
Trying to do my show.
Because they want to less risk. Risk averse.
It is good to watch some shit, though, because then you watch it, and I'm like, ours would have been too similar to this. This one is, this one's just a Pearl Jam question.
Well, let's hear it.
After going to Apollo MSG, what's your favorite of top 3 Pearl Jam shows? Out of my 20, I'd say MSG 2, 2000. This is like nerd shit. Philly 3, 09, Seattle 2, 2018. Interested in yours. I was at 2003, The Garden. Both nights were insane. The other night was great.
Can you name the whole band?
Oh, of course.
Let's hear it.
Jeff Ament on bass, Stone Gossard on guitar, Mike McCready's lead guitar, Eddie Vedder, of course, Matt Cameron on drums, and they have Boom Gaspers, the keyboard player.
Ooh, Boomy.
Old Boomy. And then they added this other new guy
Boomy.
from the Chili Peppers.
Boo.
Who stinks. What do you think of the new Seinfeld photo shoot?
The kiss.
Oh, boy. Whatever. He looked a little silly, I felt, but...
I thought it's
whatever.
Fun to see a 66-year-old Jew wearing streetwear. That's kind of fun. It's like a fish out of water.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it feels like the kind of thing he would make fun of.
Right.
But I guess it was fun. I mean, yeah. It's surprising to me because I would think Jerry would be like, no. Like, that's the kind of thing he says, like, very, not coy, but kind of curtly. Where he's like, we just shook. Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and they're like, what if we put you in like skateboarder gear? We'll give you some money.
Right.
I picture him being like this. No, I don't think so. You know the way like Dave Letterman's like, don't you think if you're drinking coffee, black, if you're not drinking it black, you're not really drinking? He goes, no, that's stupid.
Right.
He seems so smug that he would be like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
so it's surprising.
I mean, as a guy who's hung out with him, I could tell he enjoyed that.
Yeah. He looks so serious in it.
Looks serious, looks sexy, and all that shit. My lady was like, he looks hot.
Hot?
Well, I mean, you see this, he's kind of a dorky, little Long Island guy. And what's the deal? He's that guy, but all of a sudden he's like, got swagger or whatever.
Yeah, I thought he looked a little silly, but whatever. But what about this for a question? Rank the most attractive to least attractive Seinfeld stars.
Like all the extras and everything?
I think we'll get some extras in there for fun. Because Julia Louis-Dreyfus has to be number one.
Are we talking Jerry's girlfriends? Because he had some hot numbers over the years.
I guess we got to go principals first and then extend out to the... I think anyone that's been on the show 6 or more times. You can't just be like Terry Hatcher.
Yes, exactly. That would be my number one. 6 or more, huh? Okay.
Because I think Michael Richards is better looking than Jerry Seinfeld.
I think you're right.
Okay.
Jerry's got the horse face.
Yeah, and the hair was bad then.
Hair was bad.
But Julia Louis-Dreyfus is numero uno.
Number one. But Peterman's actually a handsome guy.
He's a good-looking guy.
And he's got to be on 6 episodes.
I would think so. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Let's see. Who else? Newman's obviously down on the bottom.
Yeah. Susan, I don't find attractive.
Not great. She's not ugly. She's not a showstopper. But George is above Newman, I would say. He's got something.
I think so. Yeah.
He can dance.
Yeah.
He can move.
Newman can run though. He can dance
run.
around. Yeah,
He's
but
got physical.
George better body for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Michael Richards over Jerry.
Agreed.
Helen Seinfeld, she was kind of cute.
All right.
I'm teasing. Who else was attractive?
Who else was hot? Because
Jerry Stiller's gross.
Not a lot of sixers.
No.
There's a lot of fives, but not a lot of 6 episodes.
I never fucked a 10, but one night I fucked 5 2s.
There we go. Carlin.
Maybe this isn't a great question.
Not great, because it's so many interchanging.
I'm trying to think of who else was hot.
Lipman?
Kenny Banya?
Putty's hot.
Oh, Putty's a handsome
He's like
guy.
a real man.
Yeah, he's a handsome fella.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, Putty.
We lost Rupert.
This is dead air. Who's he showing us?
Oh, Jackie Childs is a cool guy.
Oh, Jackie Childs,
Good
very
one.
handsome.
Indubitably.
Nice.
Who told you to put the bomb on?
I told you to put the bomb on. All right, let me see what else we got here.
Okay.
Seinfeld photo shoot.
Oh, you know what else is ugly? The lady at the diner. Lloyd Braun
Ruth?
wasn't bad. Ruth is hideous.
Yeah, she is gross.
Lloyd
All right,
Braun was a hunk.
here we go. Favorite bit from Ronon's new special. It's gonna be tough.
No.
Or favorite Woody Allen bit. 2 very similar guys, but at least Woody never did anything as bad as Ronon's movie opinions. That's pretty funny.
Hey, all right.
That's pretty
a
good.
tweet.
Well, I haven't watched the full Ronon special yet, if I'm being fully honest. But he's got great jokes. I like his my dick is my spot is very funny. That's a good bit.
I don't know that.
It's like a woman touched my dick, and I got to tell you guys, my dick, that's my spot. Like if you touch my dick, everyone's got a spot on their body. For me, it's my dick.
That's funny.
And then he goes, I'm kidding, it's my asshole. And then he says, every guy's spot actually is their asshole, which is a really funny joke for God to play. You make most men homophobic, but the sexiest spot is in their asshole.
Wow, that's a really smart bit.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff, and he's got a lot of fun on drugs. I once fucked a woman named Molly while I was on heroin. And that's
funny.
that's a cute one.
He has a joke I love, and it's more of a story about how he hated this crowd, and this crowd sucked, and they heckled him, and then he got off stage, and one guy was like, he was opening for Pauly Shore, and they were like, we hated Pauly, you were great, and he just completely turns around and like, this crowd's awesome,
right? Something
like that. It's got a ton of punches in it. It's a great bit.
He's very good. Check it out. It's free. It's called something. I can't remember.
Jokes from the Underground.
Jokes from the Underground. That's right.
Saw it live, and it was killer.
Check that out. And favorite Woody Allen bit. I mean, the Moose is amazing. I love his joke about, I was water skiing. The guy in the boat was just pedaling as fast as he could. He's got a million.
My wife says I'm immature. I don't know what she's talking about. I mean, she's immature. She came in while I was taking a bath and sunk my boats. He's my rabbi. He's reformed. I mean, he's a Nazi. He's got a million of them.
He's got a million. Check out Stand Up Comic. It's the best bit ever. Best album ever, whatever. Which of you can eat the most Chipotle?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not sure what that means exactly. I mean, I can eat a lot. You eat a bigger bowl, but I often want a second bowl.
You get more rice than I do, which is filling. I try to cool on the rice. I want the veggies and the meat.
Yeah, I can.
When I go guac, I go all 3 salsas and corn and lettuce and peppers and meat and beans.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a lot of jizz in my mouth.
Yeah, I think you do eat more there. I don't know who can eat more there. We never had an eating contest.
Yeah.
But,
I think you could eat more out throughout the day. I could eat more in one sitting.
I eat a lot of food. Joe, why haven't you done Kill Tony? No one's ever asked me to do Kill Tony.
Isn't that funny when they do that?
Yeah, I guess was never really in L.A., and I haven't really been in Austin, and he doesn't ask me to do the show. I don't know the show.
It's every Monday night.
So message him and ask why I haven't done Kill Tony.
He would have you. It just got to be there on a Monday.
Yeah, I'm sure. Most embarrassing boner.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, I have a story that I've tried to do as a bit. Maybe I can do it again. Try it again. But in 6th grade, I started getting boners regularly, and no one ever told me that a boner is embarrassing. I wasn't notified of that. So I just thought That's kind of hot. Like I got a big dick.
Right.
And I didn't know everyone was getting boners, so I would tuck my dick up like in my up here.
I did
and
that.
I would walk around in class like thinking I was like Jim Morrison. I wanted people to see my boner.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sure teachers and stuff would see my boner. But I had no reason to believe that was embarrassing. Isn't it weird how
Interesting.
something's not embarrassing until someone tells you it's embarrassing?
Well, it's a private part. I would assume people seeing it would be...
But it's embarrassing to see your limp, tiny dick.
Yes.
At the time when you have that big heart on, you're like, yeah, that's right. Fucking look at that
I
dick.
guess, yeah. But it could also be seen as inappropriate.
But I didn't realize
You
that.
didn't
at
know,
the time.
yeah. Interesting. My most embarrassing boner is my mom said when I was like 3, she checked in on me to see if I was sleeping, and I had a rock hard boner pointing up. And you know, when you're a kid, you're so hard, your dick's like this,
Right.
like it points to your face.
Yes.
And she said I was peeing
Oh.
in the middle of the night, peeing with a boner and just going like up by my head.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
Good 3-year-old prostate.
I guess so, but a little embarrassing when your mom brings that up at Thanksgiving in 1999.
Yeah, I guess so. So there you go. That's an embarrassing boner.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather lose one of your hands or have a condition where every day for the rest of your life you will shit your pants unexpectedly? You can wear adult diapers if you want to in the second situation.
What's the first one?
Lose one of your hands.
Oh, I was shit.
Yeah, I think I want my hands. Shitting my pants unexpectedly would suck, but you have the adult diapers.
Yeah, and you can wipe your ass with a hand.
And it's a fun thing. If you're on vacation with the family, you can go, hey, just a heads up. I'm gonna shit my pants at some point. Like I'm going to see Derek and his kids. They'd love that.
Yeah, they're shitting their pants. Why can't you?
If I was like, hey, we're gonna go hang out, we're going to the museum, and keep an eye and an ear out, because at some
Yes.
point I'm gonna fucking blast one off in my pants.
Oh, yeah, and you could get different pants. I'd get some nylon, something that doesn't absorb.
Sure.
You know, keep the shit in. You don't want jeans because you'll just have brown jeans.
But I'd like two hands. I like typing. I like switching hands. I like to
Sports.
touch things. Yeah, I like to play baseball, softball.
Yeah, need the hands.
Swimming, it helps swimming, you know.
Yeah, I mean, remember we did that roast with that guy who had no hands? And the amount of jokes that came out of us was, I mean, horrendous. I'm surprised. I think the guy would have killed himself if he could.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't feel great.
Funny guy, though.
This guy writes, I know you and Mark hate season 9. I don't know that you hate season 9 as much
I think it
as
has
I do.
moments, but I don't think it's as good as the rest.
It stinks, but of
Andrea
Seinfeld.
Doria.
But I'd love to know your thoughts on the Merv Griffin show. I legit think it's a top 5 ever.
Pearl, that's a gem.
I think there's great stuff in there. Obviously, Where the Cameras is like maybe our most referenced Seinfeld,
They
along
eat
with
squirrels, you idiot.
It's All Pipes. But it also is in the same thing of like it's over the top and stupid.
It's super zany.
It's also the wrestling shoes thing, the toys.
Oh, yeah.
Drugged her to play with her toys.
Right.
It's a little. It's certainly not top 5.
No.
I know I'm a snob or whatever, but like I really think you can't have a season 8 or 9 episode in your top 10. Seinfeld
Yeah, I agree.
is Larry's show.
Yes.
It's Larry. So sans Larry, just by the nature, it's just they can't be in the top 10. I'm sorry.
Sing it, sister. Yeah, they've had their pearls. They had their moments, but it was never a full boner. You know, it was like that part of the show was good.
Yeah.
But it was never the full pie.
Yeah, just
Like Andrea Doria, one of my favorite moments, but that's just George carrying it and doing
yes.
all that stuff is gold, and just it's basically a big callback to all the crazy shit he's done over the year. It's so good.
It's just much more sketchy. It's like comedy sketches.
Yeah, the dog with a cough and the doll that
ridiculous.
talked. You know, it was a lot.
Ridiculous. Here we go. What was the first movie you cried at?
Oh, wow. That's tough.
First movie I cried at.
Maybe Two Girls, One Cup? I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you try not to cry. You don't want to be a bitch. I mean, Forrest Gump moved me and touched me. I was 12.
Yes.
I don't know that I was crying, but I felt touched.
Yeah.
It's hard because I'm thinking kid, but I don't know if I cried at a movie when I was a kid.
Definitely didn't.
So, I don't know. I don't cry a lot. Cry again.
Yeah, I don't really either.
I would be better served to cry more often.
Yeah, same. Cry me a river.
I'll tell you what movie made me cry is that Sing Street. A movie where somebody's really rooting for someone and be like, go get him. That gets you. Rudy.
Yeah,
Rudy. I
Rudy.
probably saw Rudy when I was 11. I bet that made me cry.
Yeah, I get it. Well, the root for you, Rudy.
Yeah.
It really gets you worked up. You just want him to win so bad. He needs it. He's down and out. He's the underdog.
Which, by the way, that part of the movie never happened, which is a bummer. So, yeah, maybe Rudy.
Yeah. I don't know for me. Still, I do remember crying openly, just weeping. I think I had a bad night. I went to a movie alone, Inside Out. You ever heard of it? It's a Pixar.
Oh, yeah, I know that movie.
Amazing movie. Pixar always kills it, but I bawled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Bawled.
I saw Billy Elliot, the play, the musical, on Broadway by myself, and I cried for like just hours, and I had to run to Caroline's after. I mean, that was a real moment. What's gayer, blowing your dad while 3 of your buddies watch and jerk off, or
Okay.
blowing 3 of your buddies while your dad watches and jerks off?
Ooh, probably blowing your dad, because now you're going gay incest.
Yeah, it should be what's worse, not what's gayer.
Yeah.
Because jerking off, blowing 3 buddies while your dad watches is gayer.
Yeah,
Because you're blowing 3 times as many people.
Right.
But blowing your dad seems worse. Because my dad, he won't even say anything. He'll just sit there and watch.
That's even worse. And now you're like, I don't even know if I did a good job.
Yeah.
And you'd rather blow your buddies, even though it is 3. That sucks, because you think, all right, I blew a guy, I'm good, but you got to do 2 more.
Well, your dad's like 84 at this point.
He's old.
gotta
Huge
be-
dong, though.
If I was blowing someone, I want a hard dick. Because a soft dick is just too...
Well, yeah, and you want to
I
get
think I'd barf.
You want to get it over with too. You don't want to have to fluff as well as blow.
Oh, fluff the toilet. All right. What's in store for the next 10 years for y'all? If that's too deep, what's something you don't want to ever do? I mean, if I knew what was in store for the next 10 years, I'd be selling books. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years.
I don't know. I hate that question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'd like to be a good stand-up comedian. I'd like to have some new jokes. I'd like to be selling tickets. Like to make a couple bucks.
But 10 years from now, we can't even predict the future.
Can't fathom.
We might be on the moon. The Earth might be flooded or whatever.
Yeah. Who the hell knows? We could be in a movie. We could get canceled. I mean, it's all pipes.
I got nothing. Yeah, that one's tricky. Do you really like our tweets, or are you just being nice and hitting buttons? I mean,
If they're good questions, we like them.
I think they mean in general we're always favoriting tweets.
Nah, I usually don't care.
Yeah.
You be nice. It's nice. Throw them a bone. You decided to tweet, so I give you a heart.
This person says, in the early episodes of Tuesday Stories, Mark is shy but always seems confident. What's your secret?
Huh? Which way? That was negating.
You seem shy, but you can be shy and confident.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're saying.
Shy and confident. I feel like I was way less shy in the early ones. I was zinging and zanging, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. The secret, I don't know. We're hanging out. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. And I'm with you. I'm not with the Pope.
Yeah, nobody's here.
Right.
That's the weirdest thing about podcasts. We're sitting here in a room.
Yep.
It's just us and Rupert, and like 100,000 people are listening to
It's
it.
insane. We're in the middle of an office building on a skyscraper in Manhattan, and the wall is about 10 by 10, and we're talking about horrific things, and that's it. Goes out into the world.
Isn't it strange to think, like, if we were at, like, Michigan Stadium, which holds, like, 117,000 people, and they're like, okay, go record at the 50-yard line.
Crazy.
We'd be shitting our pants.
Yeah.
But we're in here. I got my foot up. My pinky's, like, 3 knuckles deep into my asshole.
Yeah, we're farting into the microphone.
We're just having a nice time.
It's nice not seeing people. That's why I fuck with my eyes closed.
Thought there was we've had a lot of duds.
Man, I think I just have to poo.
Okay. All right, we can make this the last question. Okay, fun scenario question. The world is ending. Society is dissolved. It's everyone for themselves. Where would you go to survive, and how soon into it would you kill Chuck?
See, wait. If the world is ending, where do you go to survive?
Yeah, I don't quite.
What do you mean to survive?
I think he's just setting up the kill Chuck question,
I think you're right.
which is pretty funny.
Well, we'd kill Chuck immediately for the warmth.
Yeah, would cut into like Star Wars, where you get some that little creature.
Yeah.
You know.
Tom.
By the way, Rupert is loving the Chuck.
I know. Well, they go way back. He's always hated him.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I'd go hide in my home, I guess. Lock the doors, get a handgun, figure it out.
I don't like these questions about the apocalypse. You're like, what makes you think I'm going to be like, okay, here we go? Like I'm tying a sock around my head like Rambo. I'm like,
Right.
I don't know. I'll shit my pants and kill myself.
Yeah. Just try to make it last as long as you can before the zombies come.
All right, I think I got most of them.
All right.
First movie. This one I don't even know. Joe, you ever find out what that inchworm from summer 2019 came out of you? Is that a booger or a shit? I don't really remember that.
I don't either.
Any ideas?
Is that a gay joke? Inchworm?
Here comes a fart.
Hey,
Yeah, well, that was cute.
It's a classic.
Wasn't much. All right. Well, I think the questions stopped coming in here. So
All right, well, I feel like we did it. How long do you think that was?
That was 25 minutes.
We could probably go 5 more. Make it a real 30.
well, here's another one from Ian Rice.
Oh,
comedian.
ricey.
How far will you go for a bit? In other words, do you ever find yourself doing/saying something you wouldn't just to see if something you can use comes from it? I completely understand that.
I think he's saying, like, would you ever do something wacky just to get a bit out of it on stage? You know, like, oh, I need some new crazy stories. Let me go take a shit in the Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, I see.
And see what happens, and then I'll have a new chunk.
Oh, okay. I see. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Not for a bit. I do it for my own psyche.
Yes, and for your own fun.
Yeah. But not for a bit. I've never been like, I'm going to do this. I mean, more for a podcast.
Yeah.
I've had that thought where the people are like, hey, do you want to shoot a bow and arrow at an old lady? And I'm like, well, I'll do it for the story.
Exactly. Like last night, I'm on stage at Red Rocks, or 2 nights ago, and I just flashed the whole crowd. I just mooned them.
Oh, fun.
And there's no bit there, just fun.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
do it to keep life interesting.
Yeah, so, I don't know if I've ever done something for the purpose of a bit.
Right.
Go. Yeah. Oh, never mind. This is just a random tweet about something else.
Oh, good. All right.
Refreshing. Really refreshing
All right,
here.
well, no, I think that's interesting. Yeah, the bits just come, you know?
Kind of like your father and your mother's twat. Isn't that weird to think about? Your father really, we just slammed one in that dame.
A lot, actually. And then you only say being born is 400 billion to 1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we're lucky to be here.
And here we are.
Yes.
And they say life is short, but only compared to a deathless life, only compared to eternity.
Aha.
It's actually quite long when you think about the 4
Very
billion that aren't born.
Very long, yeah. Well, what is that? What does that guy say? Confucius? A man has 2 lives, and the second one begins when he realizes he only has 1.
That's really something.
That is something. Those Asians, they know what they're doing.
I'm in the second half of my life. Bah. Most
No.
likely. Yeah, you too, buddy. You too, buddy boy.
Oh, wait, I'm 38. So
39 soon. When's your birthday? Isn't it like this
Sunday.
week?
Sunday.
Wow, how about that?
Sunday.
39. That puts you at 78.
Yeah, that's above Av,
That's
right?
life expectancy, I think, is
75?
70-ish.
Give it a goog there, Rupee. Life
Yeah.
expectancy for a white man in America.
Yeah, I think it's gone down.
I think it is too, because we're killing ourselves. We're the highest suicide white men.
Yeah, we got some problems.
Yep.
79.
Oh,
79, okay.
All right,
Not bad.
So about halfway.
Yeah, just about halfway. But I always say that when they talk about halfway, that includes like being a baby, being 1, being 2, being 3. That wasn't much of a life.
So you get to be coherent and lucid, well, until you hit maybe 77. Then you start getting a little Biden-y.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Some people are earlier. You never know.
That's true.
But I'm very gassy.
Yeah, same.
Well, I had a big smoothie, a lot of spinach, a lot of blueberries, had oatmeal,
Aha.
big Chipotle bowl.
I love oatmeal. Starting a day with oatmeal. I look forward to it. I put blueberries in there, peanut butter.
Good for the heart.
Good for the fart.
Do you two do morning radio, TV anymore to promote on the road?
Good Lord, no. But
Not really.
radio, on the radio, Now you can do it on the phone. So I do it the day before.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, you call in on Wednesday. Sure, it's early because, it's morning radio, but you get it done, you go back to bed, and then when you fly to dickfuck Iowa, you don't have to do it. You get it out of the way.
All right.
There
Rupert
you
saying
go,
cut it.
folks. Yes, thanks for the questions. Thanks for the tweets. Thank you, Roop. You're the man. Big fan. And congrats on the 10-year-old.
We love Rupert. Good night.